Shapunjan Bafwetu, my name is Lindopep, also known as Lindopep, and this part of the show is called Inside of the Mind of a Technocrat. And I'm joined by the one and only Bafwetu, a football technocrat, ngondo. And I'm Sanji Kundilingwe Yami Shaikat, Umlindo Swens Umsevens. Let me welcome Picasso to the show. Coach Picasso, welcome to the show, my brother.
No. Thanks for welcoming me, Lindo. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm alright, my brother. Fresh haircut.
Yeah, clean.
Clean and fresh. Now, my brother Picasso, we are doing the Mamelodi Sundowns. Obviously, we are talking Mamelodi Sundowns versus Magesi. Magesi are playing at home with the Mamelodi Sundowns, obviously coming back from the CAF Champions League. Congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns for qualifying to the next round of the CAF Champions League. But they come into the Betway Premiership against Magesi, having played a week ago against the Richards Bay, if you remember very well. They won 2-0 in that game, keeping a clean sheet. Of course, when you're looking at reform guide Mamelodi Sundowns, they've played 11 games. It's 10 wins. Reform guide Yabo, 85 straight wins in a row. These people only lost one match. And you're talking about Amakesi team that has played 12 games because they've only won one. They've lost 4, lost 7. They've scored only 4 goals in the league. Conceded 13. They only have 7 points. And they're playing against a team that has scored 22 goals. Conceded only 4. Maybe let's talk that. From your perspective, what do you think about the game before we even get into the board?
I think the first part, the biggest part of the game is mentally. You know, I think to switch from CAF Champions League in a game of very high consequence to a game of a Betway Premiership. Yes, it's also a high consequence game. But I think because Sundowns, with the quality that they have, they will believe that they have enough depth, they have enough quality to get through this fixture without any struggle, considering the recent form of Magesi. So I think Sundowns will go into the game confident, in good spirit, taking in consideration the fact that they qualified for the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
Yeah, and a very interesting fixture in my opinion, because we know what happened in the Culling Black Label when they were ultra defensive, got 1 goal from a pinpoint cross, unbelievable finish from them, Diano Ibrahim, if I'm pronouncing him properly. But maybe let's move on to the board. Maybe you can give us your possible or your predicted starting lineup in terms of how they will approach the game and where the game will be won, specifically for our favorites, which are obviously Mamelodi Sundowns. But we don't want to discourage Amakesi because they are a football team and this is professional football. They do see an opportunity, more especially with a coach like Takama. What is he trying to do, maybe from a defensive perspective, and where will the Mamelodi Sundowns hurt him? And maybe the last question on my Vala, because is where will the game be won for both teams?
I think for me, Sundowns will be looking for continuation. You know, I don't think will change much in terms of the team that started in the Champions League. I think the coach as well is trying to build momentum. You know, he's trying to make sure that the players, he has a core that he can trust. You know, and I don't think he will be like before when the season started with the previous coach. They used to change a lot. You know, so I think with the lineup, they will have this is their attacking formation normally. Mm-hmm. And then in the middle you'll usually find Utib Zalana Mukwena, on this side Malibongwe Koza, this side Grant Kekana, and then Divine Lunga, Tapelo Morena, Marcelo Alendes, Kulise this side, and then Ikram Reinas, Peter Shalulile, and Lucas. So with Amakesi, I think what they will do is, because it's very hard to go against Sundowns and not deploy a 5, even if you go into the game planning to play with a 4. But eventually, because of their quality, they force you to end up deploying a back 5. And I think with a back 5, the challenge Sundowns will face is that it's harder to change the point of attack because it's unlike a back 4. So I think what instead look to do is find the individuals that are able to be in this space, in these half spaces, Reynas and Ribeiro. But obviously, these are two players that have different profiles. Ribeiro wants the ball more to his feet. Reynas is happy to break the line and go behind defenses. So if they set up like this, I think that their best shot is to make sure that they play kind of as deep as possible so that this back five is not so much close to its own goal, so that there's space in behind. So I think the space in behind for Peter to run, for Reynas to run, for Tapelo to run, those are players that have speed, and then the individual brilliance here in between the pockets for Ribeiro to hang on to the ball and then drive with the ball and take on players and try and play 1-2s of Peter, of Reynas, of Tapelo. I think that.
Yeah, okay, Picasso. Maybe you can give us your prediction quickly. Mamelodi Sundowns versus Magesi, your quick prediction.
I think 3-0 to Mamelodi Sundowns. I think they'll win it comfortably. I don't see them facing any problems. And also, as you said, they're going into this game with the Carling Black Label result. That it was a talking factor across the country. So I think they'll go into the game wanting to prove a point. So I think a 3-0 win for Sundowns will do.
All right, guys. That has been Coach Picasso with his prediction and his tactical analysis, a technical analysis from ETTB show. And thank you very much.